What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Back with some God of War Ragnarok. I went to check out the elves here in Freyr's camp. You know, I finally figured out how to freaking get in there. But as far as I could tell, they, nothing to do with them, so... it looks like the only way forward is to go to Sindri's and keep the plot moving.
Before you see the lad again, might we discuss an approach?
He will tell me where he has been. That is my approach.
Ah, classic Spartan diplomacy.
Wait. Did you say Odin invited him to Asgard and then he disappeared for 2 days?
Aye, but surely the lad's got more sense than to...
Don't underestimate Odin's powers of persuasion. He filled my son's head with lies. Why wouldn't he do the same with yours?
Well, I mean, your son also kind of went insane, but that's, slightly different.
And you tell that one-eyed nutsucker he owes me one.
Thank me now and eternally.
Well, looky there.
Okay.
Glad you can make the trip, your goddessness. I put your sigil magic on the young turd's bow. But then he and Sindri got into it over something. I don't rightly know who's yelling at who in there, but I figure they both got it coming. Well, come on, then.
I did like calling him. I liked calling him young turd. That's funny.
Now, why don't you just make yourself at home in Sindri's so-called study over yonder?
You're sure he won't mind?
Mine? You'll be thrilled. Joint's getting classier by the day.
Can it be? I never thought I'd have the pleasure of seeing you again, Frigg.
Don't call me that. I haven't been that person in a long time. But I'm happy to see you too. I'd feared the worst for so long. What you must have been through.
Nothing so bad as what you've suffered. Freya, I am so sorry to hear what happened to Baldur.
Well, I mean,
He was only a boy when I saw him last.
don't get me wrong. I mean, there's some psychological torture of being basically sent off in a political marriage to a crazy man who then destroyed your people and everything.
It's truly an inspiration
But,
for those of us who believe.
but Tyr was literally held in a prison cell in a mine. I mean, he was like he lost touch of what was real and what wasn't. So, honestly,
Make sure Odin doesn't hurt anyone. The way he hurt
I feel a little more bad for Tyr in this situation.
Forgive me. I am far removed from my days of diplomacy.
Because again, I mean, you want to talk about the trauma and shit that Freya has suffered. Sure. Not saying her situation was peachy. But, again, to have your mind almost completely broken like Tyr's was, that's, I don't know. I have more...
Better screw his head back on, and I mean tightly. So you're back.
Are you ready to answer me?
About what?
Where did you go? Who did you see? Was it Odin?
What? Is that what you think?
Do you deny it? Answer me! Did you go to Asgard?
No! Of course not! But so what if I did? It's my future, it's my life.
You are my son!
Then why don't you trust me?
If you want me to trust you, then tell me the truth.
The truth is you're being a complete asshole!
Laddie, you know that's no way to change a man's mind.
He doesn't have any faith in me. It's fine if he keeps secrets. It's fine if Mom did.
It is not fine! Her secrets haunt every step of this path.
That's kind of true.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe in her anymore either?
This is not about your mother. What you have done is lie.
You were the one who brought her into
Wonder
it.
where I learned that.
That's quite enough.
Since when do you always take his side?
Since he became the one making sense.
Look, I was only thinking about going to Odin, but I swear it's for a good reason.
There is no good reason to go to Odin.
He'll only cloud your mind.
But I
Yeah, look what happened to Tyr.
I gotta stop something bad from happening.
Something bad did happen. Look at me, at Freya, at Tyr. Odin did this to us!
What's got everyone caterwauling all of a sudden?
Atreus wants to go to Asgard.
Asgard? Get kicked in the head or something?
Great. I guess everybody's against me now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Choose who you are going to be. Are you going to continue to lie and keep things from me? Or are you my son?
Choose? I never get to choose. Just leave me alone.
Listen.
Let go of me!
Listen!
I said let go!
What the fuck?
Atreus! It's Sindri. Just try to keep control!
Come on! Boy!
That was the roughest boy we have heard in a long time.
Great.
You know, I absolutely, I loved
Definitely in Midgard.
what they did with Kratos in the last game. How they, you really got to see him
Just helping me stay warm.
trying to figure out how to really be a father. Well, I mean, hell, and not just a father to a son. I mean, yes, he had a daughter, but, you know, she would have been raised differently from how Atreus is raised. I mean, they were in completely different societies, completely different, I mean, plus the gender thing, especially if he was born in Spartan society, it's a little different.
Gotta find some shelter.
Essentially, I'm saying Kratos had to kind of learn how to be a father. You know, he had to learn to, he had to learn how to mix preparing him for the future, but also nurture a young person. So, like I said, it took a completely different... it was a completely different set of circumstances.
These things! When did it get so bad out here?
From his whole situation with Calliope. Plus, I don't even really think... I'm trying to remember. Did we ever even really see him be a family man? See him interacting with Calliope? Because I don't even think she got anywhere close to this age. Because she was a child. I mean, probably younger than Atreus was in the first game. If I remember correctly. So,
Someplace warm.
Again, I keep hammering on this point. You know, we're seeing...
I can figure out where to go next.
You know, we're seeing Kratos in the first game. We saw Kratos really try to...
That doesn't look good. Help! What is this thing? Some kind of white?
Yeah, we saw him learn to be a father kind of in the first game, and we've definitely seen improvement, but he's not... I'm losing my train of thought here because I'm trying to beat this thing. There we go. And as I was saying, I mean, in this game, we're seeing Kratos...
Tell me something?
I don't want to say we're seeing a softer side of him. We're seeing a more vulnerable side of him. You know, it's not just showing caring. It's showing that he almost kind of senses his time with this bad prophecy that he's going to die. And in his own way, Atreus is trying to protect his father while his father's trying to protect him. It's a...
Save your life, you big jerk!
Yeah, see, it's a really interesting kind of dynamic that we're seeing between these two. You know, I like seeing Atreus kind of move up and take a more front role in the plot. I mean, I said this in the last video. I'm really hoping they don't do that thing that I think is becoming cliched now, where they pass on the franchise to the next generation. Just because, again, I think we're seeing it in a few too many things. Finish the sentence in just a second. I don't know. I'm saying I kind of wish that they don't pass the series on to Atreus. But now I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Maybe I wouldn't be so mad if they did. Because at least in this case, they're handing it off to a character who wasn't just rushed in one game. He was developed. He was... We've kind of grown with him, you know, kind of like, because I mentioned how Uncharted, if they do another Uncharted game, they're probably going to pass him off. They're probably going to pass it off to Nate and Elena's daughter, which, okay, makes sense, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd like it, just because I like Nate and Elena. I don't know anything about this daughter. You know, if they make another Bayonetta game, it's going to be with Viola, which was fun, but would I like to play a full game with her as my lead protagonist? At least with Atreus, I know enough about him, and we've seen him grow, and we actually really care about him as a character, that I could actually, you know, I'd play a whole game with Atreus.
I find shelter, and then what? Where could I go? If I go to Asgard, following the prophecy where Father ends up dead, if I stay locked up at home, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I guess in Asgard, I could at least keep an eye on Odin. Be a spy. Find out his plan. Get control of this.
It's not a good move, kid. Odin's smarter than you think. He's smarter, more ruthless, he's more devious.
Oh, who am I kidding? I can't go to Asgard.
Yeah, essentially what I'm saying is
Freya's house.
I hope they don't go the direction of just passing the franchise off. But let's say they do. You know what? I could at least deal with it.
Charlie,
Is that really the name of this thing?
please. Charlie. Hey, big guy. I'm here now. Don't you worry. I need to get you warm. You're gonna have to stand to let me into that house. Think you can do that? Come on, Charlie. You have to do this. I can't help if you don't. Emily! Emily! Good. Good boy. What a mess. I know, buddy. I know. It's cold in here. Should close that window if we're snooping around. Freya hasn't been checking on you?
I mean, she's been
Right.
kind of
Too
hunting.
busy hunting us down.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get you warmed up. Should be able to make a fire from all this mess. Valkyrie armor? Does this go with the wings on the wall? From her friend? Wonder what happened to her. Is this Baldur's? Wonder how Father was able to earn her forgiveness. Wow, it's beautiful. Never seen anything like this around here before. From her home in Vanaheim? She must have really missed it. I can't believe she never came back to check on her house. To check on you.
Yeah. Who wouldn't check on their giant
It's not an
turtle?
excuse. You're welcome. Where do I go now? I can't stay. I just can't let my dad die too. There's gotta be something I can do. It's okay, buddy. I think he's here for me. I'll be okay. I think. Okay. I'm ready. Take me to him.
I honestly thought that Raven was going to pick him up by, like, the back of the shirt. And carry him off. Looks like an area from Death Stranding.
Hello? I'm here. Odin? Bird. Is this Asgard? Hey, wait up! The wall. This is Asgard. Hold on. I'm coming.
I mean, seriously, look around. Does it not scream Death Stranding to anybody else? Is it just me? Hi. Climb. There you go, kid.
Hey, Odin. I thought you said I was welcome in Asgard. Helga!
Anyone else? Are we done here?
You could have led me around those.
Unless he's testing you. Or, you know, just being Odin and just being an asshole.
Yeah, danger. I know. Got it. I see him. What am I gonna say to Odin? Hi. I came to be your apprentice, I guess. But it doesn't mean I, like, serve you now. Not
Oh, you stupid kid. Of course it means you serve him. Essentially, you're going to him saying, I'm going to be your bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, that's uncalled for. That language is too harsh.
Bet it's safe from the other side of that wall. Wait, how do I get past the wall? It never came up in Mimir's story about Hrimthur. The stonemason's son built a flaw into it. He only told Frey about it, and I didn't think to ask.
Gonna guess I'm gonna come here with Kratos.
Where's Frey at the house? Did she move in with us? You know what? Focus, Loki.
God damn it, Atreus.
Father would just burn this away with his blades. But what can I do? Helga! Huh. Maybe that sigil magic on my bow can help. What did Brock say? If I could just get that fire to spread to the bramble...
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, that was my line, Atreus. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Loki. I really hope the whole end thing with him is being okay with being Atreus and not
Wait,
Loki or,
that sounds like people.
you know, the kind of whole, you know, like be your own person thing.
You need help? You look a little lost.
Oh. I'm just getting my bearings.
Well, there's nothing to see this way except the big wall.
Is there a gate to go through?
Nope. Not
Oh,
unless
so you're
an ace
whittling that and you just drop it?
You know that we're an ace god.
Me? No. I'm from Midgard.
What? No shit. Me too. I'm skilled here.
Lucky. Hang on. Are you all from Midgard?
Yep. The, All-Father saved us from the desolation. Gave us a safe place to settle, but we don't go in there. Can't get into the city unless you know magic. You don't know magic, do you?
A little bit, yeah.
What? No shit. You walk through walls?
Not yet.
Huh.
Couldn't I just climb over it?
That? Without any gear? No. Aren't you afraid of dying?
Well, yeah. I mean, look at that. But Odin awaits.
Wait. You know the All-Father?
I'm sort of his apprentice.
No shit! What is he teaching you?
I'm not sure.
Does anyone feel like this kid's a little too casual? This is Odin, isn't it?
You don't know. Okay.
I'm gonna go climb that wall now.
I mean, look.
This I gotta see. You need help?
Appreciate it, but I gotta go alone.
Oh, I wasn't gonna climb with you. I may owe Odin my life, but I don't owe him my death. Not that I think you're gonna fall.
His running looks weird. Like that. Like, it looks like the model's almost completely separate from the world.
Who?
Odin's Raven. You know, from Hugin and Moonin. He's a pretty good guy. Not sure he'll know too much about climbing.
What was I saying? Yeah, just the way he's talking seems way too modern for me. Again, there are two characters that have that more modern kind of tone of speech.
Well, you seem like a good guy. I really hope I am not about to watch you die.
Thanks. Me too.
And that is Mimir and Odin, because they are both the more intelligent people. You know, Odin has the ability of foresight. Mimir is the most intelligent man in the world. So both of them kind of have this sort of intelligence outside of time.
Shows me how much progress I've made.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. Can I use that?
I mean, I'm not saying like they're doing like ye old
Nothing. Hey, you're doing great.
Shakespearean English or anything. It just... Something about the way this kid is talking doesn't sit right with me. Look, maybe it's because we've never really met other Midgardians. But I do know that Odin had a tendency to
Here's town.
dress and...
No wonder we couldn't use it to come here.
to dress as an old man or hide himself and walk amongst the mortals. Well, I guess...
Okay, I can do this.
Well, Odin was mortal too, technically. Again, that's kind of what makes Norse mythology so interesting, was the gods were not all, you know, forever... like, they were extremely powerful and long-living beings, but they were not immortal beings. They could be killed. You know, it was a very interesting...
Suppose you'd like to pass the time by telling a story, would ya?
It's
Yeah.
part of what makes it such an interesting mythology.
How come twice? Up here?
I'm not saying I'm a master or anything, but... Of what little I know, the mythology is very interesting, but yeah, the point I'm trying to make is kind of Zeus would do a similar thing, but Odin wouldn't do it to bang people. Odin would
Yeah, I'm coming. Let's
go to
put that
the
chain down.
would go to Midgard and walk amongst the humans and just kind of see what they thought of the gods, and he would not influence, but he in his own way he was kind of a trickster. Okay, there's the button prompt.
I wonder why I can't hear your thoughts. Sure seemed like Odin could. That was you in our cabin, right? You and your brother, I guess? Taking that...
See, just given the fact that I know that Odin in mythology would hang out with the mortals every so often, the way this guy's talking, just something about it just seems a little just off to me.
Worst of it now.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I've got this weird feeling that was Odin in disguise.
Want to just let me pass through? No? Have it your way. Alka! Alka! Fill up.
And that thing goes. Come on. I think I got it. Oh, man. I have a rogue beard hair there. Started pressing up against the underside of my nose. Oh, I was about to sneeze.
Yeah, up. I get it.
There you go.
Okay. Who's breaking that shit? Yeah, that made sense. I think. Gotta do both sides, though.
Okay. Oh, thank God. For a second there, when I started falling, I started crapping myself. I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah, nice. This might work. Here we go.
I mean, given how high that had to have been, that probably was really dangerous. I mean, what he's doing right now is probably super dangerous, but still.
Hey, you get to fly. I'm doing what I can.
Oh, earlier when I was saying, when I was talking about the fact that the gods in Norse mythology are technically, they can be killed. I mean, they are extremely long-lived and have, that sped up healing rate and everything of the gods, but they're way more mortal than the Greek gods, at least in the mythology.
Hey, Hugin. How about I tell you a story? Once there was a giant named Loki who thought it'd be
And if you are wondering, well, what about Balder? We're gonna go, well, how come Balder was immortal? Balder was immortal because he was cursed with immortality based on a deal his mother made with all living things, yada yada yada.
So
It was a Yeah.
So what did Loki do?
Instead of immortal, I think of invulnerable would have been the proper term for Balder.
He just kept climbing. His arms hurt. His fingers went numb. It got hard to breathe. Loki kept climbing. One foothold at a time. All the way to the top.
You know, and I'll say this: if I'm mistaken about the mythology or anything, and anybody's got more of an expertise in it, hit me up in the comments. I'm fascinated to learn about this kind of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I've got, like I said, I think a rudimentary understanding.
Can't stop now.
I know my bits and pieces, but if anybody knows anything way more definitive or gross, or if I'm mistaken about something, hey, like I said, man, hit me up. I'm always happy to learn about this kind of shit.
Okay. I can do this. I can do this. Almost there.
Hello.
Not who I thought it was going to be.
So, what part of the enormous wall made you think, oh, visitors must be welcome?
Well, I mean, he was able to climb it. I mean, you got to give him some credit by that.
By Odin?
The Allfather sent for you. Ha! Great. Then why are you out there? And not in here?
Why don't we ask them together? Ah!
Are you finished? Now, what could Odin, Allfather, King of the Aesir, possibly want with the likes of you?
Well, I'm half giant, half god of another land, so, I'm kind of special.
You don't even know, do you?
Think you could pull me up, or...
No, I don't think I will.
Who are you? And I really love your performance.
No.
Yes, I'm going to drop you. Goodbye.
Wait. Think how mad the Allfather's gonna be when he finds out you killed his guest. Loki.
Would that kill you? Wouldn't you just break every bone in your body and then heal?
Enemy of my people.
I am not your enemy.
I guess, yeah, it would kill you.
I will be the
I
judge.
mean, if Kratos can die and everything, he's just dragging him. See, this is the kind of performance and character writing that I'm talking about. That feel.
Gjallarhorn? Are you Heimdall?
Obviously.
Oh, okay. So I gotta stand up for a second. I'm getting a twinge in my knee. I know it's cold. I'm old. Leave me alone. But no, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the character writing. How this character feels like he exists in the world. The way he's speaking. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, you don't have to write him so prim and proper, high fantasy. You don't have to write them like Shakespearean English. But the way he's talking fits with the way that Kratos speaks, the way that Freya speaks, with the way that almost every character speaks. Mimir has a little bit more of a modern gruffness to his voice, the way he speaks. It just is syntax the right word in this case? It's a really subtle difference, and maybe I'm crazy, but I get something different in the way that Mimir speaks, the way that Odin speaks. Even a little bit in the way that Brock and Sindri speak, even though Brock is more of a comedic character and Sindri is, in this one, he's getting more of a front role. He's getting more of a story beat because he's kind of acting as a weird, kind of like older brother to Atreus. But even then, he's still very much a comedic role. So, those two are kind of in their own category. But of the main serious characters, Mimir and Odin have just their own sort of presence in their dialogue. This character, again, like I said, not high English. He's not doing Shakespearean drama or overacting or anything. But it feels like it fits the time period and the setting a lot more than what Mimir and Odin do. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's the vibe I get out of their characters. Like I said, I gotta stand up, take a walk real quick. I will be back. So sorry to keep taking these breaks, man.
Now feel free to drink in the splendor of Asgard. This is a rare sight for outsiders, especially giants.
Like, kind of how much of a prick he is.
Why not steal anything that is not nailed down? That is sure to impress your hosts.
Yeah, it feels like after sitting for a little bit, just like there's somebody jamming a knife under my kneecap.
Just ask your questions already.
How'd you know I had questions?
It is my job. Next question.
What is your job?
I protect the realm I love from trouble.
And you think I'm trouble? You just met me.
And I can already see you are eager to prove yourself. Way too eager. Probably due to an overshadowing father figure you can never live up to.
Good guess.
I would also guess that you are disrespectful, entitled, and impulsive.
You don't know me at all.
A little bit.
I help people.
Oh, you are here to help people. No. You are here to help yourself.
A little bit.
To manipulate and lie to whoever you have to get what you want.
Yup.
I know you're young. Your voice probably dropped while you were climbing the wall, but what a twisted little soul you have. You are chaos in a spiffy archer suit. I watch your mouth move and I see cities burning. Nothing good is going to come from you being in Asgard. That said, if you are here to aid the Allfather and have no treacherous intent, I guess that makes us allies.
Okay, gotta read this. Heimdall, the bearer of that thing, Mimir said he was dangerous, a true believer of Odin. He didn't mention what a complete jerky is. I kind of like him. Or that he seems to be able to read people somehow. The less time I spend around the guy, the better.
Gulltoper. Who loves me the most? Who loves me the most?
Wow, that's almost as impressive as Baldur taming a dragon.
Baldur had the luxury of not caring how badly he got burned. I outthink them. Dominate them fair and square.
Whoa. Are these all Aesir gods?
What? You think all Aesir are gods?
But Skilder told me that
Oh,
only...
well, if Skilder told you, clearly whoever that is must be the authority on Aesir gods, not the Aesir god you are currently talking to. You literally know nothing of our culture, do you?
I know lots of things. I know a giant built that wall.
A giant built the wall that keeps out the giants.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. I know the whole story.
Really? I truly cannot wait for you to regale me with the revisionist tales of Asgard's architectural history.
I kind of like he's a little bit of a racist.
That Odin's palace?
It makes him. I love this whole him just thumbing his nose down at everyone. It makes him an asshole, but it's kind of funny.
It's not.
That is the Great Lodge, which
It's well written.
his own hands. I'm sorry if that is a letdown for you. Real power, you see, does not need to flaunt. It emerges when the time is right. Don't you agree? Ah! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Helmets! I brought you a practice dummy.
I thought we were going to Odin.
You see, the thing is, you do not represent. So I am not letting you anywhere near the altar.
I mean, come on, Atreus. How many of these, I always forget what to call these guys. Einhjar?
What if that the Jotnar lost every war they ever fought?
You know, I mean, how many of these guys have we killed? Like, you thought it was going to be that easy? Oh shit, I thought we got them all.
Well, that was boring. Guess who's next?
You sure you want to keep Allfather waiting?
Funny thing, I am sure about that. Yes, I am feeling very sure, matter of fact.
All right, come on.
Whoa! Whoa! How is he doing? Oh no! Arrows! How fearsome!
Bahusa! You're not gonna stop me from seeing Odin!
You'll be seeing him from your grave.
What?
Come on.
That doesn't even make sense!
Oh! Not even close! Oh! That's special! Hope that was not the last trick you have. Is that it? Is this all you have to show me, Jotun? Sure! Completely ineffective, so keep doing it. Is this all you got? How have you survived? Wow. I do have to say, Loki, I am profoundly unimpressed. You should probably stay down. Great.
Knock it off. Like it or not, he's Allfather's guest.
I thought I smelled something.
Take one more step, you're not gonna like how this ends.
Really? And how do you intend to stop me?
Look into my eyes. You tell me.
You are a sick man.
Loki, you made it. I am so honored. I see you've met Heimdall. He reads minds for me.
The boy is false, Allfather.
This young man, who is my guest, is covered in mud. Care to explain?
He means to betray you.
Is that true, Loki? You a little trickster?
Yeah,
I'm just
traditionally
messing around.
in
Of course
literature.
He means to betray me, Heimdall. Why else would he come? I've given him no reason to trust me.
Is he hiding in his blind spot?
He's got some very big questions, and I have so many answers to give. What are you up to? Dismissed. Go.
Gladly.
And you, clean yourself up.
But Allfather.
Oh, no. Yeah, Heimdall, will you just relax? Were you intending on killing me first thing? See? What, that's not good enough for you? Get out of here.
Do you see what I'm talking about with the tone of the way Odin speaks?
He's a lot, I know. Very perceptive, but sometimes he just forgets to think, you know?
There's just something different about him.
Got some places to be.
maybe it's in the writing, maybe it's in the performance. Either way, it's very well done. I love the shit out of Thor too. So many people don't like the whole, they made him big and fat.
My invitation.
I don't think we should talk about my father.
Not well, huh? Can't blame him. Between my ex-wife and my disgruntled former employee, he's not exactly getting an unbiased view. But you're curious, open-minded. That's important. Reist, Meest, carry on. Pretend I'm not here. If I'm being honest with you, Loki, you're lucky my offer still stands after you went and sprung Tyr. But I suppose spending time with him is punishment enough, isn't it? At least Mimir never lost his sense of humor. But look, that's all behind us now. I like to keep looking forward. Hey! I want them trained, not decapitated. Just keep it below the neck, all right? Is that really what you do when I'm not here?
All Father.
Queen Gná.
The Einherjar are ready for your blessings.
That's why I'm here, isn't it?
Huh. Guess there's a new Valkyrie Queen.
Great soldiers, these Einherjar. They tend to come out of Valhalla a little foggy. I do what I can for them, help them remember who they were in life. That's important, don't you think? A sense of identity gives things meaning. Moon Nafn, Hrothgar.
Yeah, kind of like I was saying, I really like his performance, but I really like Thor's as well. I know a lot of people were kind of weird about the whole fat Thor thing, but I kind of like it. Again, it just, me as a guy, like I've watched Strongman, I sumo, stuff like that. He's big, but he's not, he's fat, but he's not, but you can tell there's power there. He's not just blubbery. Like, that is...
Good. Those are for him. I understand you're an advocate.
There's muscle and strength, and he's...
In my personal collection.
There's something more there than just fat.
Those better not be mushrooms I smell.
Listen, I appreciate your offer, but I'm really not sure what you're expecting from me.
Right now, you're just visiting, Loki. One step at a time. Steady there, Carl.
But with all respect, you need to know. I came to study, not to serve.
Another servant is the last thing I need. I need someone with drive, with curiosity, someone who'll take initiative. That looks good. Is that praised?
But why me? Is it because I'm half giant?
Big deal. So's Thor. Erlen, try to stay awake for me.
Okay, but...
Look, don't overthink it. I have a project I think you'll be interested in. A major learning opportunity for both of us.
What about my family? My friends? I need to know nobody's gonna get hurt.
Why would I hurt anybody? The truce is all I've been asking for from the start, if you recall. Look, you're here now. Stop worrying. It's all gonna be fine. Almost to your room.
My room?
Yep, just over here. Feel free to come and go. Take what you need, poke around as you please. You're not my prisoner. And more importantly, I'm not your father.
Allfather, there's a situation that needs your attention.
Sif, you missed welcoming our new house guest. Say hello to Loki.
This is him. Here. In our home. How nice.
My diplomat. Everything all right in New Midgard?
The refugees are fine. The situation is with the dwarves. You know who is back.
Yeah, it's always something. Put those books down. We got another stop to make.
Sure.
Shouldn't you put them in your room? Was Sif. Meeting Sif was really uncomfortable. She was so icy towards me. I started to worry she knew what I did to Modi, but I know nobody saw that. It's bad enough that she blames father, and now I'm in her home. If I know what's good for me, and I think I do, I'll just stay out of her way. Yeah. Yeah, but the last thing on just Thor's build, I mean, it makes perfect sense with how much of a glutton Thor is also supposed to be. You know, he's supposed to love his food and drink. So it makes sense. He's a bigger guy.
Chief, it's been too long. What's the issue now?
No issue at all if you're trying to build volatile death traps.
I approve these designs personally, and not all that recently, I might add. Did you just wake up with the urge to be a pain in my ass?
Yeah. Who's the cut? You training pickpockets?
You know what, Derlin? You reek of cheap mead, and that is by far your most endearing characteristic. Now listen up. It's me, your entire economy, speaking. I want you to know that I have confidence in you. Confidence you can deliver me these machines as promised, on time, on budget, and of course, safely. The dwarves have never let me down, and they're not about to start now. Right? Good. Okay, so I'm gonna let you catch your breath. When you're ready to get to work and start getting those answers, meet me in my study down the hall. Oh, and help yourself to a change of clothes.
Okay, after all the terrible things I've heard about Odin, I never expected him to be so respectful to me. Back at the cabin when he invited me to Asgard, and since arriving here, he seemed genuinely interested to know who I am and what I think. I know I can't trust him too far, but it's nice to be listened to. I feel safer around him than I thought I would. Let's see what answers he has for me. And look, it's what I was saying about Odin. The man is far craftier, far smarter.
Guess I could try this on. Has less mud on it anyway.
Then
Nice. I can use this.
then I think even Atreus knows. I mean, he's a man. I mean, he can see the future, essentially. I mean, Odin is crafty. Do not trust him at all. Maybe he seems genuine, but why is he genuine? Is he trying to get something from you? Just everything we know about him. You can't trust him. Although maybe that's the trick of this game. Maybe you can, and we're all just being misled by bad prophecy or whatever. But either way. Alright, guys. I think we're going to call it quits for here. Or, one more time. We're going to call it quits here today. There we go. Words all in the right order. So, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. But until then, guys, I'm out.